Wow. Guys, it's the morning.
Good morning, James.
Good morning to James. Guys, welcome back to the podcast. It's another episode of Beyond the Pine with your two favorite booger eaters.
I don't eat my boogers, dude.
James and James.
Dude, I don't eat my boogers, dude.
Oh, perfect, man. It's built-in gel, dude. It's au natural.
We'll divide
gates.
it at the gates,
Yeah,
dude. We'll divide it at the gates, dude.
You guys, it's a very, very special podcast because
Goddamn right.
we're filming at our brand new official podcast set.
Look at our podcast studio,
This is a set.
guys.
We built it. We wanted it to look like just any small apartment in LA.
Yeah.
And I think we did a really good job of that.
Right.
Now, you might not be able to tell. Everyone is watching video. This is all, there's so much crew right behind camera.
Thank you, Cameron. Thank you, Cody. Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, Callisto.
And thank you, Callisto.
Callisto's sick. She's our fluffer.
And she's a Callisto maniac as well.
Yeah, she's a Callisto maniac. She
Yeah.
always steals crystals and scales.
You got to cut that shit out, Callisto. You got to cut
Literally,
that shit out. I'm
like-
serious.
No, like actually, like we wanted to talk to you about that.
If you could come on camera.
if you could come on camera, dude. 9 foot tall person walks on camera. I'm so sorry, dude. In dodgeball,
Fucking Olga.
the Girl Scouts, they get
Yeah.
disqualified because one of them tests
He's on
positive for
steroids.
beaver tranquilizer.
That's what it was,
And then it cuts
yeah.
to her. Damn it, Bernice. So funny.
You guys, big shouts out to one of our favorite people, Brian Maroney, sweetest man alive. Was
Brian
gracious
Mo
enough.
Money.
Mo Money Maloney. He was so gracious to let us use his apartment for our podcast today. So big shouts out to him, dude.
Yeah, because they're doing construction at my house, and
They are doing construction.
it would have
yeah.
just been like zet 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 zet.
It would have went zet 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 zet.
Yeah, it would have been like
Dude. Yeah. It would have been so noisy and like it's like seriously annoying. Like every time I'm at a fucking construction place and like I hear it and it's always like bah, wah, 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 bah, bah, wah,
Oh my God.
wah, 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 wah. Do you want to hear me do my beatboxing?
Go ahead. I want you to seriously, genuinely do a beatbox. Like, try. All right, my turn.
And then no. And then God no. And then dubstep.
That is fucking filthy.
My
turn?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Did I just keep going? No, not yet. Not yet. I have more for you. Yes, please. Let's hear it.
Okay, mine.
I really tried. So
And I loved it.
I want you to really try.
Genuinely.
You said that's so weird, like you didn't mean it.
No, genuinely.
Ugh. Why are you winking,
I'm
man?
not winking.
Jesus, dude. I'll check my phone. Oh,
Don't check your fucking
Stinks.
phone.
ugh. Yuck.
So, guys, it's a very, very, very special day, and we apologize in advance for being a little late with the pod this week, but we've been just so utterly busy.
Grinding, bro.
Oh my gosh, just finalizing Three Kings. Clay did the whole sound design and it sounds incredible. And we've just been, making sure everything's dope for the screening and everything. And like, it's tonight. The fucking screening's tonight.
It's tonight.
It's tonight. So everybody, I mean, I doubt you'll have any chance whatsoever to buy
To see
tickets and see it unless you already are going to be seeing the virtual. But yeah, it's tonight and I'm so excited. And
too.
It's literally just this feeling of like a dream
Yeah,
coming true.
like a dream.
And
Coming
a lot of
true.
you might not know what that feels like.
No, you'd have no clue.
but
You'd have no idea. How would
and
you?
I can't even explain it.
Yeah, you'd have to be like us.
Like
You're
me.
not.
Yeah, like
but,
me.
Like me.
You have to be like me.
You have to be,
Like
like
James.
James. You have to be like me.
It's
though,
me.
to
It's
really feel
it's
it.
my movie.
Well, it's my movie.
It's mine.
Mm,
Only mine.
it's kind of my movie though.
It's mine.
You could think that.
I know that.
I'm glad you think that, dude.
I know it.
I know you think it.
Yeah, I know it.
I know that you think it.
And that's it for the pod.
Thanks for watching, bitch.
Dude, I've been like just like when you finish something that's so big that's literally taken up your entire headspace for months and months, literally since September, it's been at the forefront of my brain. Everything that I've been working on has been Three Kings. And like now here we are, we have a finished film and I'm so proud of it and I'm so excited about it. We're doing this screening and like it's this very weird kind of malaise almost where like, you know, you're kind of like, there's still like little last minute things to do and stuff and get ready. But like, you also know that like, this is it. Like we're here at the finish line. And I don't know, it's just this weird feeling.
It's like, this is the peak and then it'll never be this cool again. You know what I mean? It's like, after this, you will never be able to make something again.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't you know?
No, that's definitely not true.
No, I'm completely joking.
No, you're being serious and that's rude.
Well,
am I wrong?
You're gonna make another film?
What, you're gonna make another film?
Another one? Slow down.
Another one? No.
Jesus, man.
Dude, I'm not gonna make another one.
I can't wait for another one.
Dude, that's the thing that I really want to like do for myself is give myself a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
And I'm going to Hawaii, which is awesome because that's what I'll use that time for. Is just like
filming a short film there as well.
You know, and just flying in the crew. Oh fuck, I only have 2 weeks to plan everything, do all pre-production. I think we can make it happen.
I think it can work.
I think I can work.
But you're gonna give yourself a break,
a
duly needed break that you need. Dude.
I'm gonna like honestly like turn my fucking phone off.
Yeah.
Leave it in LA.
How long are you going for?
2 weeks.
So we got a plan for the pod. No, you did it in Hawaii every time.
In Hawaii.
Is it an enjoyable thing or did it take you out of the experience?
No, not at all.
Was it like a nice little like work boost, a short spurt of like,
it was just fun.
I did something.
Well, because like the podcast is always just fun.
Yeah.
And so I actually like doing it in different places. I think
Me too.
Like,
it keeps it fresh, dude. Yeah.
And I obviously prefer doing it in person any chance we get.
Me too.
But yeah, like just being able to have that mobility and like do the pod wherever the fuck we are is sick. You know what I mean? Like
totally.
So no, I don't mind doing it there at all. It's like,
yeah, I feel like I get the idea of having like your consistent set, that fucking Joe Rogan, like that's cool because you always come back to that world. You're always back in that world. But for me, the world is the conversation because I've listened to the same people who I watch their podcasts and then watch them on other people's podcasts. I watch for them. I don't watch for where they're fucking at.
Yeah.
And if it makes it better for us, it's going to make it better for them. And I literally think us doing it in different places is so fun, dude. I think we'll always do that. Unless one day we're rich and have a studio and then everything I said goes up in flames.
I mean, look, I'm not in any way, shape, or form worried about that or even want that, and nor could that even happen because we live in 2 different states.
Yeah, but unless we one day have billions of dollars.
I mean, I think that we'd be able to make it happen before we're billionaires.
You know what? You're probably right.
Yeah, we're 100,000aires, man.
Fuck, even that would be crazy. Can you imagine having $100,000?
I can.
What's it like? Just what it was like when we worked at Rooster Teeth. Just not having to think about any bills. Just never thinking about anything.
Yeah.
What a feeling.
Like having $100,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
I mean.
And still making your monthly income.
That's a goal. But somehow not being able to pay your bills.
Never.
Because you're just saving all the money, but you're not paying any of your bills. So you're kind of just like.
Skipping out on it all, man.
Yeah.
Just can't.
Yeah.
That's how I saved. I didn't pay my rent.
That's how I saved. How do you think I saved?
How do you think I saved? How am I going to save if I got to pay my rent?
If I have to pay anything.
Dude, that's kind of what it's like. It's so probably most people's income level is like, how the fuck do you save? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. And I really don't have any advice.
Yeah. I don't need advice from you. Oh, I don't need advice.
Well, you're going to get some.
I need compassion.
I need forgiveness.
Shocker.
Shocker. Ha ha.
Shocker shark.
Did you guys see that?
I made a shocker shark.
Can we cut to the decam?
2 in my ass, 1 in my ass. Oh. You do it to yourself? Dude, this guy thinks he learned about a shocker in high school and he thinks he's supposed to shocker himself.
He thinks he's supposed to shock himself.
Ow.
Dude.
I don't like it at all.
I don't like it at all, but a little.
I thought I would like it more than I do.
Man, I don't like it at all. Let me try again.
Okay, a little.
So you're supposed to go in and then open it?
Thank you so much to our sponsor for today's episode of Beyond the Pine, Hello Fresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That's why it's America's #1 meal kit. Get farm fresh seasonal produce and easy to make recipes delivered right to your door every week. Ingredients travel from the farm to your doorstep in under a week, so they're always there, arriving fresh. And all without a trip to the grocery store or farmer's market. I know that personally, HelloFresh has been such a savior when it comes to having food that is quality, delicious, and affordable, and also adding that experience of learning how to cook, because without HelloFresh, I wouldn't know how to make a piece of toast. And God bless them for that, okay? So you guys know that I've talked about burgers. I've talked about chicken and those little green things that make your pee smell, dude. They've delivered such amazing food, and it's been wonderful to share meals with my significant other, with my friend Steve, with James. It's just a treat. It's truly a treat, and it's something that you can always count on to be delicious, fun, easy, affordable. Dude, learn how to cook. Your girl wants you to cook something for you. And I'm gonna one day, I promise, all because of HelloFresh. And you should do that because it's truly delicious. These burgers I had from HelloFresh with Steve that I'll talk about forever were like truly unbelievable. Blew my absolute mind. And I want to eat them every day of my life. And I probably will. Thank you, HelloFresh. Okay. So listen, go to HelloFresh.com/Pine16 and use code Pine16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. You guys love gifts more than any other community on YouTube. You're so into gifts. It's unbelievable. You love that. Once again, go to HelloFresh.com/Pine16. Use code Pine16. All right. It's America's #1 meal kit. And it will stay that way. You know what I'm saying? So go to http://hellofresh.com/Pine16 and use code Pine16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 gifts. Do it. Thank you so much, HelloFresh. You guys, try it out if you haven't. It's freaking amazing. You've got nothing to lose, and use our code to support us here at Beyond the Pine. And obviously, HelloFresh has been with us for the long run, and we're going to be with them for the long run, man. We love you, HelloFresh. We love your food. We love what you're doing. Give it a try, you guys. Support us and support our sponsor. I'll see you later. Enjoy the episode.
And it's the shock of how much damage it does to your fucking urethra.
Damn, shock of the damage that it does.
It's just so real.
So much damage is done.
Did you ever see the Pain Olympics?
Of course.
You're just mutilating their fucking genitals, dude. Dude, the Pain Olympics.
What? You know, that's the type of shit
I've ever heard.
We're literally
in my
like,
life.
Dude, have you seen on TikTok they use
The Pain Olympics?
they use the audio from Spy Kids 2 where Steve Buscemi's like, you ever think God looks down on his creation and is disappointed or something like that? Yeah. That's what that is. It's literally
Dude,
God up in heaven seeing motherfuckers just smashing their dick with a mallet and being like, why did I even bother? Why did I even bother?
Dude, it's unbelievable. Famine.
Plague.
Dude, that's what God does, man. All the terrible things that happen is him just generally just wiping out a bunch of fucking
because it's
crazy
like, you know,
people.
how's he going to go through and filter everyone and make it an individual thing? It gets to a point where there's just so much. God gets overwhelmed.
He doesn't have time for that.
Yeah, God gets overwhelmed.
He's got to make a choice.
He's up against, he's got to do his taxes, right?
Good men died so the bad men could suffer.
I was born in the dark. You were merely molded by it.
You were merely molded by me.
I didn't see the light until I was already a man. And by the sun, it was nothing but blinding.
The funniest thing ever, I was playing the new Lego Star Wars game with Paul the other day. And
I want to play it so bad.
It's really unbelievable. It's actually like a real Star Wars game. Dude, there's the combat's fucking unreal. Yeah. It's crazy, dude. It's like a totally different game. But we were playing it, and I started doing a Bane voice, interacting with the characters. Like, Bane's like, oh, R2. It's so nice to see you. Who's your friend? Like during all these cutscenes, just the most out of place character of all time, Bane in the Star Wars universe.
You're a funny little dog.
Pardon me. Looking good, girl. Padme. Maybe you... Padme. Like not even pronouncing it. Padme. Padme. Maybe you take that little dress off and then I'll show you what's underneath my mask. She's a goblin. Dude,
it's just an open fucking wound.
Dude. No, dude. It's like from fucking Pirates of the Caribbean, just tentacles.
What do you think?
Come over here and sit on my cock, C3PO.
Sit on my taxi cab.
We know you want to.
Hey, 3PO, come over here and join me for my taxi cab confessions.
C3PO, do my taxes for me.
C3PO. Dude, me PPO, me PPO. Oh, man.
Anywho, man. Yeah.
Dude, but I want to play that game so bad.
It's so good, bro. So good.
I took a little break off of Elden Ring. I got up to level 85 and I still have so much to do.
That's unbelievable that
It's
you've done
unreal, dude. Like that game is just peak game.
that. Yeah.
Peak game.
I kind of slowed down on Lost Ark, but that's just because I got so busy. And then once you get out of playing a game and because you're busy, the idea of playing is like, oh, that'd be fun. And then you get on, you're like, oh man, all of the joy I had for some reason just faded.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's okay because like you go through phases with games and you get back into it for a while and you're really into it. And that's naturally gonna die out.
Yeah.
You know, like last night, dude, we were talking about playing 7 Days to Die again and I'm so down. Because that's the type of game like
so down.
You get into a few times a year and you play it for like a month with your friends and then you don't.
Simply the best time ever. It's so
Steve's
fucking fun.
down to game. And dude, we get a fucking world, the four of us.
Steven, nice to see you again.
Steven, do me a favor. Take that fucking shirt off now.
Hey, Steven, I need you to come over here and I need you to take your pants off and then turn around, bend over and let me fuck you silly, Steven.
I need you to fucking take this dick.
Did with Steve's ass.
The fucking anime. Try not to come.
Steve getting fucked by Bane.
Somebody make that.
Please.
Please.
Oh my God.
Then I'll fucking report your ass, freak.
You fucking loser.
For unlicensed use of Bane.
You guys, last
Dude, imagine
night,
making fucking like really gross hentai
Grotesque
porn
fucking-
and then getting sued
Grotesque.
by the companies of the characters.
they're just like, honestly,
Honestly,
you're
we're
not
just
affecting the
disappointed.
business. We're just really grossed out.
And we want you to suffer because of it
Yeah.
financially.
Dude, it's like
We want to
fucking
hurt
fan
you
fictions.
at the core. We want to hurt you at home and make sure you can't feed your fucking family for this
Yeah.
shit. Because honestly, we're fucking disappointed.
Little Barthudamol, he's gonna fucking starve.
Little albuterol, dude.
Little albuterol. Name your
He's gonna
kid.
fucking starve.
Hey Al, is his name Albert? Albuterol.
Albuterol.
Why? He's got asthma.
Why? Thought about the
I don't know.
name.
I don't know.
Why? Why not?
I don't know.
I don't ask you about your shit.
I don't ask you how old you are. What's up, old ass?
How old are you?
I'm old enough to get high.
Old enough to hang out with
Old
you
enough to
on the
herd the
weekend.
sheep on the weekends if you pick
Old
up what I'm
enough-
putting down.
Old enough to get hurt.
Old enough to get hurt. You guys, last night we had a little shindig at James's. You know, we were
A little
gonna,
pre-celebration, you know.
I didn't know who everyone was even going to be there. I just thought it was going to be like you, me, Brian, Lauren, and that was it. And then I found out Lucas was in town. I found out Lucas's girlfriend was in town. And then I remembered Pob and Marissa were in town, and it was
We hit up
so
Steve.
fun, man. And Steve, of course, yeah. I didn't know that. We've been texting recently. And like knew he was like, you know, chatting and like getting out there and feeling good and stuff. But I didn't even consider that he would come to the premiere and come hang out the night before. And I'm so glad he did.
Oh
'cause
yeah.
it was so great, dude. We got to have such good deep talks
Mm-hmm.
and just really fucking bond. And man, you just need that with my boys.
You know,
once in a
man.
while, you know,
As stressful and busy as life gets sometimes, life's good, you know? And
Life's
there's
good.
always things that you can just like be like, yo, cool.
and I'm not worried about going to prison for taxes because I go to jail for 5 years, I come back out, life's fine again, dude. And then it's a repeat.
You wouldn't last.
You don't think I would last? Dude, I would fucking shave my fucking head, get tattoos on my
Yeah,
face.
you'd get clicked up. You'd have to.
Yup.
Well, no, they wouldn't put you in
Oh yeah, they would.
in a max like security. 'Cause
Oh yeah,
it's-
they'd have to.
It's not a violent crime, tax fraud.
No, but I would commit a violent fraud.
Violently, aggressively fraud.
Yeah, I would.
You're very arrogant about it.
Yeah, I would.
Well, we're just going to go on the record here and say that Clay didn't commit tax fraud.
I did not commit
In any
tax
way, shape,
fraud.
or form.
No.
But no, Ben, you'd be housed in like a normal fucking prison.
But I would be the ringleader of that prison. I would be the hard guy.
You'd be the pod boss.
Well, instantly I'm shaving my head and instantly getting a tattoo on my neck. Just something
Dude, it's a temporary tattoo and you have to reapply it every
day.
morning.
There's like the leftover pieces because I put it in different
It's
spots.
flaking. And like people are like, Why the fuck you have that fake tattoo?
It's not fake.
I see it peeling.
Yup. It's a sunburn.
From what sun? We don't get sun. We get an hour sun every day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
tan easy.
In that spot. Watch. Oh my God, I see it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Bet you feel real stupid.
Oh, dude,
now.
I get so hard.
Get on
in
your
prison.
fucking knees.
I become so. I'd be the quiet guy that you don't want to fuck with.
No, dude, you'd get fucking sniffed out immediately.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
I'm hard, bro.
No.
Yeah.
And I know that about myself too.
How do you think I would get sniffed out? You don't think like shaved head me, not laughing and having a good time with my friends? Like I'm talking the real deal.
I think that
You know what I'm saying?
you would be humbled
I don't think so.
going into prison.
I think they would be humbled.
Oh my God, I'm a big fan.
Dude, they're all SB7 fans. We have a huge
No
prison.
fucking way. Clay?
The demographic of
Caleb.
everyone in prison, dude.
Oh no, dude. And you're like, this is amazing.
Hey guys, what's up? Stay in character. What? Stay in
Stay in
character.
character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, more.
Oh,
Just smash your head against the wall.
Eat that condom on the ground. I don't want to.
Dude, in the
Eat
office
it.
when fucking
Oh.
Will Ferrell is like making Andy the office funny guy. I always love having an office funny guy. Here, drink the soap. It's like super stupid,
Dude,
like physical humor.
Do you know what episode that is?
It's the episode where Will Ferrell's the boss.
That's so fucking good, dude. Hit your head on that table.
Soap.
Dude, we literally did that in like high school. The kids be like, Dylan, eat that dog shit. And he'd be like, no, like, bro, it'd be so funny.
Eat it.
Dude, my friend did eat dog shit for $26.
That's bank.
Dude, in
That
high
guy
school,
has a good business mind.
I remember being like, damn, $26. That's like $2,600 now. With inflation.
With inflation, that's got to be like 2,600.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Dude,
yeah, I think it's 100,000% inflation rate
per year.
per year. Dude.
Inflation's wild, dude. We're burning through that cash, baby.
Oh, fuck. Honestly, though,
For
the
real.
economy is about to be, it already is, but it's getting worse. My boss just sent me this article about the streaming services and how there's like a big like crash that's coming.
Yeah.
Because Netflix on their annual report or their quarterly report, they just reported that they lost 200,000 subscribers to their service.
That means the economy's
which
tanking.
times $15. Do the math.
That's 52,000.
I'm gonna do the math. Or do the math.
15 times
200,000.
What do you think?
Your phone's upside down, and he still tries to open it.
Just, yeah, it's saying that's a lot of money.
It's saying my phone's dead.
Saying my phone's upside down.
Here, I'm gonna do it because I want to know. 200,000
$300
times
$3 million.
15 equals that's $3 million.
I called it. I did the math, bro. You proud of me?
Good job. That means they lost $3 million this quarter.
That's not much for Mammoth Son. That's not much for a mammogram.
But they reported that they are estimating that number is going to increase to losing 2 million subscribers because of how oversaturated the streaming services are. And now there's like over 200 different like premium streaming services that you subscribe to and shit.
Well, they shouldn't have taken off The Office. They'd
But
be
that's
fine.
the thing. But I think everything's going to balance out eventually.
Yeah.
But fucking let me do that math now.
2 million times 20. $4 billion.
$30 million.
30
They're gonna
million.
lose.
$4 billion.
$4 billion.
$30 million. How much does Netflix make a year? Let's see how much of a dent
Well,
that is.
they're worth like fucking.
Their worth means nothing to me. What is
$40
their
billion?
yearly income that Netflix makes?
Let's see.
Because that's what matters in that year. You are thine fire.
Netflix. Yearly revenue. Approximately 30 billion
30 billion?
a year.
So the 30 million's nothing.
No, I mean it's
Nothing.
still a trend of showing what's going on because if you think of Netflix, they're the most
For sure.
successful leading streaming service. So if they're seeing such drastic decreases in their subscriber count, those are patterns that are
They're estimating going forward. But
Yeah.
just that 30 million is literally it's 31,000 millions. is 30 billion. So 30 million isn't even 100 of one of those one.
Right, but let's see.
30 billion? That would be 10,000, 30,000 millions. So 30 million it's just nothing. That is just such a drop in the bucket. But I do understand the what that means going forward. But that means like Netflix would die in 7 to 10 years kind of thing. Not like this year they're going to go under. Like that's nothing. That's fucking 1%. And let's Google how many subscribers they lost a couple years ago. You know what I mean? Well, they probably gained, I'm sure.
No, they've gained because they're
It's the first time they lost, I'm imagining. So that's why it's news.
No,
but it's
well,
nothing. 30 million is nothing.
Netflix. It said like a decade ago their yearly revenue was like 1.6 billion.
Yeah.
And now they're at 30 billion 10 years later.
Crazy.
And I just watched this video that was like one of those like infographic ones that shows you like the scale of like different things, you know what I mean? And it was like the richest corporations, and Netflix was like very high up there, like top 20.
That's so cool that film is that big of an industry.
Yeah, but here's the thing with fucking streaming services, dude. And, you know, all those classic companies, NBC, all those networks that
WNBA,
fucking WWE actually though. But like they all just kind of transferred from traditional like cable channels to streaming services. So now you have like it's basically the same fucking model as it was before, just within this new fucking package of it being streaming services instead of channels on your TV. So it's literally like what Netflix wanted to do by revolutionizing the streaming service industry, and like especially with their original content and stuff, like now they're just becoming the same thing as those other networks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not still like trying to revolutionize the industry.
and they've got to be somewhat killing the advertisement game too, because how television made so much money in the first place was by running so many ads and stuff like that. And now Netflix, you know, on their base level, they sell ads on those. But the moment you pay that $7.99 a month, there's no ads on it.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean?
It's
So-
$15 now. But
Right. But still, like,
that
what about
30
advertisement?
That $30
know what I mean?
billion dollars though, that's their revenue. That's not their profit.
Right.
That's the amount of money that they brought in.
And they probably make more per person per month.
No.
selling a $15.
I was going to say it's probably way lower than that because of their costs
of
of everything. That's why. So that $30 billion, dude, 20 billion of that could go to their fucking costs.
That's
so like,
crazy.
that's why.
That 30 million
you
might have
think
been
of-
their only profit margin.
Yeah. And like, that's when you think about like
Let's
the
Google
actual, look up
their profit margin. Like,
like
How much is
what
that
their
profit?
costs are. Look up what their costs are. And we'll
I just want to know how
deduct
much their profit is, because then we can determine how much that 30 million affects their profit.
it. Mhm.
How much?
And it's crazy talking about something like, oh, $30 million. That's a drop in the bucket.
It is
But
in
it's-
context
I know, but
to
and that's
31,000 millions.
It's crazy.
Profit does Netflix. How much profit does Netflix make? Over 5.12 billion in 2021.
That's insane.
In 2020, it was 10 billion, then 5 billion in 2021. That's their profit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But
that
30
means-
million out of $5 billion profit is still a drop in the bucket. That's 5,000 millions.
No, I understand. But I think that like,
Like if you made $5,000 and then $30 was taken off.
but
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to DoorDash for sponsoring today's episode of Beyond the Pine. You've got back-to-back meetings and errands to run, chores to take care of. What's the secret to clearing your to-do list? A little help from DoorDash. You can get dinner, household essentials, and everything on your grocery list delivered. Ever pull up to a driveway after a trip to the grocery store only to realize that you forgot one key ingredient for dinner? I know I have, because Dylan and I have been meal prepping, and that happens all the time. Now you have options, though. Get to the groceries you need. Get them now. Or backup meal from your favorite local restaurant delivered with DoorDash. It's an amazing experience, you guys. DoorDash is a lifesaver, and I use it constantly, every week, all the time, and I always will because it's convenient and it's affordable. And we love DoorDash, okay? Get what you want to eat right now, right at your door with DoorDash. Along with restaurants you love, you can now get groceries and other essential items delivered with DoorDash. Get drinks, snacks, and other household items in just under 1 hour. Creating a late night ice cream? Forget that one key ingredient for dinner, or maybe you just need to stock up for the week. With DoorDash, get everything in one app. Convenient. With over 300,000 partners, you can support your neighborhood go-tos or choose from your national favorites like Popeyes, Chipotle, and Cheesecake Factory. Amazing places. You know this. I love to support local places, especially a little hole-in-the-wall place, and it's such a treat to see that they're always on DoorDash and you can support them without having to go there. Amazing. Just simply. Ordering's easy and your items will be left safely outside your door when you choose the contactless delivery drop-off option. And for a limited time, our listeners get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code PINE. Do it. If you're forgetting, do it, because amazing, dude. They love you and that's why they do it. That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app and enter code PINE. Don't forget, that's code PINE for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Enjoy it, you guys. I love DoorDash and they love us and they love you. So we'll see you guys. Goodbye now.
No, I get that. But like, if you look at a company of that size,
Right.
those big chunks still add up. And especially
Because
when
somebody's
it's a
losing
trend,
millions of dollars.
it's still a trend that you're seeing. Okay, the first quarter, they reported losing 200,000 subscribers, and they're estimating that this year, 2022, it's going to
200
drop down to 2 million losing subscribers. That's already
insane.
such an increase. So if that trend continues, like, that's an exponential growth. You know
and
what
we
I mean?
hope for it.
Yeah, and we're praying and thinking about it.
So what does that mean for consumers of television?
Well, I think that they're going to try to raise their subscription fee again.
Oh, they'll lose more subscribers.
And I
What
mean,
the fuck?
Well, because that's the thing. Is
That's the
like
stupidest idea
this
I've
is-
ever heard.
This is all going to be balancing out because now all the licensing for all the different content that the licenses are not being renewed, because why would, NBC still let Netflix keep The Office on there when that's NBC's show and they're starting their own streaming service, Peacock?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
shit.
So then they lose that. So then everyone who still wants to watch The Office moves over to Peacock, and then
Yeah.
they see, oh, Peacock actually has a fuck ton of other content. I'm not even really using Netflix anymore,
Mm-hmm.
because what Netflix is trying to do, like their goal, is to eventually have just Netflix original content. I know that's stupid.
Yikes.
But it makes sense because that's what all these other streaming services are doing. But at the same time, all these other services like Peacock, HBO Max, fucking, even Hulu, like they have, well, maybe not Hulu, but like HBO and NBC for sure, they have a century almost worth of content
for sure.
backlog that they can already put on there. Same thing with fucking Disney.
Dude.
So like Netflix, a company that started in 2007, they don't have that level of backlog. So if they're going to just do Netflix content, then there's significantly less to choose from.
Dude, it's turning into like gas prices shit.
Dude,
Like
the
for
next
real,
couple
like
years are going to be rough.
They're all going to
financially
have
for
to
the world.
eventually. It's all going to be so secluded. There's going to be, like you said, each network's content is going to be only on their thing. Netflix is only
Yep.
going to have Netflix originals and maybe some indie bullshit. And the prices are going to be high. It's going to literally, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be like $20, $30, $40, $50 for each of them. They're all going to be pretty similar.
And then
then
we'll be exactly where we were 10 years ago.
yeah,
with
and then you're
cable.
going to have to pay so much money to watch them all, but people are going to favor one. Like maybe HBO might be the fucking killer or some shit like that. Or you'd have two and it's going to be overpriced, but you're still going to pay for it. But you're not going to pay for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And Netflix is going to lose out because they're only going to have Netflix originals. And that sucks.
Yeah.
Their originals are dope. And I love Netflix originals, but
I'm not a fan
A24
of
is
their,
just...
of their films, honestly. Very
guess I don't
rarely
really remember
are
what
the
their films are.
Netflix like original films worthwhile.
what
Like,
films have they made?
oh, so many.
Any that I like know of that are good?
But there are ones that are really big.
Did you know ones is not a word? I just recently found that out. I've been using...
Are there ones? Yeah.
It's not a word.
Hmm.
I know. Sorry, I just thought of it because I was like, I say ones all the time. It's not a word.
Which ones?
Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
thing.
I guess that
I know.
makes sense because one,
Is
by definition, is
singular.
one, is
Right.
singular. So it would make sense for singular to be plural.
Right. Isn't that weird?
Linguistics, man.
27, 28? Are you 28?
27.
27, and we're learning that ones is not a word. Ladies and gentlemen, ones is not a word, and I will continue using it.
Give a shit.
Just an interesting fun fact
Yeah.
that I'm sure you didn't know.
I didn't know. I'm sure you didn't know.
Thought provoking, because no one fucking knows.
Well, that's like anyway. Anyways isn't a word. It's anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's anyway.
just really reluctant to doing the
Um,
right thing because you're stuck in
And
the ways.
toward. I'm pretty sure it's toward, not towards.
Right, working toward.
Like,
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good Lord in Jesus Christ in the gates.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sorry, continue. I just wanted to give you that fun
Um,
fact.
A couple of their films are like much bigger scale because they're like The Irishman, right?
That's a Netflix original?
Yeah. And Roma. Like
Oh,
movies.
so it just depends on the writer and the directors.
Yeah, but
Netflix is
that's
just a
the
production
thing.
company.
Pretty much. But
Then they can
that's
do whatever
the
they
thing
want.
is like they like being able to work with big name, directors and filmmakers where that their project
It's
is
gonna be a bomb.
going to be fantastic.
Oh, so there's a
masterpiece.
lifespan for Netflix then. If they
I think
just keep
so.
trying to work with amazing directors and
Yeah,
writers.
and
then-
like I respect them working with younger, newer indie filmmakers. I think that's great. You should invest in the future.
yeah.
But at the same time, they have like what I really don't like is like that Netflix look,
Mhm.
that where like all their shit ends up looking the same.
But
it's
it's
lit the
changed a
same.
bit.
It's shot the same.
I feel
the
like it's
same kind of
changed a lot,
story,
though.
same kind of characters.
Don't you think?
Kind of.
Like in the
but they
past
have
year
like
or
I
so?
would say they have like a handful of like different looks and genres that they kind of go for.
Yeah. I agree.
And we don't have enough like variety until you get those bigger, more like auteur filmmakers that are making things that are very personal and very like intentional, like Roma or Irishman, or like Charlie Kaufman, his movie that I didn't see,
Andy Kaufman.
Charlie Kaufman,
Right.
who wrote
I was just
Sunshine,
Yeah.
Being John Malkovich, fucking freak. He's
Wow.
insane. I didn't see his new movie, but it was a Netflix one. Because then you just have like, younger filmmakers who maybe haven't found their style. And so Netflix kind of, at least from my perspective, gives them like, okay, this is like the look that you should stick to to make it like more consistent content we're making. And it's like, I get that, but also
some
make
degree.
it better though.
Yeah, or diversify how many people you're working with who are
And they
lighting
are-
people, and you know what I mean, to the point where.
Oh, well, they do definitely. But like,
But I mean, more so that you don't have that opinion. So you're like, okay, they actually have 50 different styles that they do, and they're all really cool.
and I
if
don't
we
know
didn't-
how much of that actually falls down to Netflix and like their executive producers and stuff.
I know, I
making
think-
those calls. I
yeah.
think a lot of it too is like with film is filmmakers try to make things that are in line with what's trending, what's popular, what's modern, and stuff like that. And so if that's the trend that you're seeing, that's what you're going to try to emulate to an extent while still trying to be original. But sometimes that originality gets drowned out by the more apparent visual decisions that look like other things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Was Utopia a Netflix original?
Utopia?
Sorry,
Oh, Euphoria?
Euphoria.
No.
Utopia.
Utopia. Zootopia?
Utopia. It looks like a Netflix original.
No fucking way.
Oh,
It's
I think
HBO.
it does. HBO. Really?
HBO.
Wow.
HBO, I think, is like the leader in shows for sure.
Yeah,
Dramas.
they're the big.
They
top
always have
dog.
been, dude.
Yeah.
Literally ever since The Wire.
Yeah.
Like The Wire and then The Sopranos, like revolutionized storytelling, drama storytelling in a TV show.
Mhm.
Because up until that point, it
Well,
was
Breaking
mostly-
Bad.
but that was later.
Right. You're right.
This is like mid '90s, late '90s.
Oh wow. Cool.
Where like those two shows came out, and those were both HBO.
Yeah.
Considered two of the greatest shows of all time, The Wire and Sopranos. And Breaking Bad, dude, fucking Bryan Cranston literally said there would be no Walter White without Tony Soprano.
Crazy.
Yeah. Like that. Have you seen The Sopranos?
No,
Oh, bro.
I want to, but I'm waiting to watch it with
Fucking
you.
incredible. Like watch, because having seen Breaking Bad so many times, when I watched The Sopranos for the first time, I was like, wow, there's so much inspiration here from Breaking Bad.
Really?
Like Breaking Bad pulled things from Sopranos.
In like an homage way where it feels,
In a way, 100 in the right way, for sure. Not in a way that like you're like, wow, they stole that. In a way where it's like, oh, this is where that idea came from.
Yeah.
You know, or
Yeah.
like that look or that storytelling element came from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's Sopranos is fucking crazy.
I just started watching Better Call Saul again.
So good.
So good.
I
bro.
stopped after I think the second or third season. And then I remember because the new season came out, and then Lauren and I, and this was like years ago, Lauren and I had just gotten like really high, and we were like, oh, new season of Better Call Saul, let's start it.
Yeah.
Forgetting that, and spoiler alert for Better Call Saul,
If you haven't
the,
seen it by now, fucking figure it out.
the season finale from the previous season was when his brother fucking lights the house on fire.
Yeah.
And so we started that episode, and it was
Oh, by
immediately the new one, like following up after
Yeah.
that finale. And then so we started that episode, immediately just the most traumatic fucking thing. And I was like, I don't feel like watching this right now.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
intense. But that show's fucking incredible, man.
It's
Bob
amazing.
Odenkirk, dude.
Dude, he's insane. I told you not sort
I
of
made out with him.
met his daughter, Iris. Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking about Judd Apatow. Never mind. Iris Apatow. Never mind. Bob Odenkirk.
Ever tell you I met Bob Odenkirk's daughter, Iris Apatow? Judd Apatow's daughter's best friend's daughter.
You know what I can about that?
But yeah, man, I think that like the one great thing that Netflix has been doing though is like they are very inclusive with the filmmakers that they work with, and they try to, you know, work with diverse female, people of color filmmakers, and, you know, give that voice, which I think is very important. But then I feel like because they have like this almost like, if you were to, I would call it like artsy filmmaker corporate, where it's like almost cookie cutter artsy, you know,
yeah.
where it has the like the shallow appearance of
It's like
artistic.
MySpace. You know what I mean? Just totally reminds me of just the vibe of MySpace, where people thought it was artsy, but it's like everyone's was just the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
For real. Like it
No,
was like
for
an
sure.
artsy, like cool thing to do. Obviously, it's
You're
cringe
100%
now.
right, but
you know
that's
what
just
I mean?
so
Like,
funny
for real.
how you said that. Like it's like MySpace.
I knew that would be something.
I knew that'd be funny.
I knew that'd be funny for you.
But yeah, like
You're so
they're
good.
so I think that they're missing the mark with that because they are just doing that whole look, and I hope that they learn from that and recognize like, okay, there are other networks that are making content that are unique and incredible and taking risks and shit, like Euphoria, bro.
Right.
I just started, well, not just started now. I got through the first season, but I'm a little late to the train. But fucking Euphoria, dude, is masterfully crafted, and it blows me away.
That's interesting. I don't feel like it's as masterfully crafted as you feel it is. Like you talk about it like it's the fucking Sopranos, and I'm like,
I think
to me, it feels like a Netflix show.
Oh no, dude. I think that Euphoria does that style correctly.
It is better than
and
Netflix shit.
Netflix
I
stuff
agree.
tries to get there, but doesn't get the mark.
I agree. I just don't, for some reason, didn't resonate as like this. It's amazing. I loved it, but it still felt very like almost like teeny boppy show.
See,
like,
I think it's so much deeper of a show and of stories and of characters. And that's also reflected in the visual language of Euphoria, how much deeper and more intentional every single shot, story beat, and everything is. It's so like consistent. And especially from a cinematography and lighting standpoint, like the things that they do, it's so experimental, and it's so like, it kind of doesn't give a fuck about the rules.
Yeah,
when
I
it comes to like motivated lighting.
when it cuts to like someone sitting in a chair with an overhead spotlight and the camera zooming in, the light, you know what I mean?
and
shit
it's like,
that.
oh, this light isn't motivated, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Or like there's this one shot I remember standing out where I was literally like, oh my fucking God. It was like Jules riding her bike through like an orange grove at night.
and there was all that light on
And it's
her.
literally like just this fucking like white spotlight on her, like super harsh. And it's like this car rig, like just following her
I agree.
through,
And
super
you know what?
wide lens too. And like, it just cuts to that and shows that. And I'm like,
Dude, now that you say that, that is probably why I have a bad taste in my mouth about that, because the Netflix thing, the Riverdale non-motivated colored lights that are not anywhere, that was like cool to see for the first time, and then like we got tired of it and sick of it. Now, not motivated lighting, I have a bad taste in my mouth about it. So I think that has played an influence as to why it felt a little Netflixy to me. But maybe if I watch it again, and I thought it was a Netflix fucking show, first of all, so I should probably watch it again and try to disconnect from it being like Netflix non-motivated lighting and stuff like that.
No, definitely. And you have to look at
I
all
did think
that
it was cool.
within
Like,
the
I liked it.
context of everything. You know, like they earn that style because of the story and the way that they tell that story, and the performances and just like the depth of those characters and how they tell that story, with each episode kind of, at least in the first season, being somewhat centered around, you know, one character's backstory and stuff like that. They earn that style to make something that is so like the substance of it is so rich, but then they also like go all out with the visual style on top of that. And like, dude, like there are moments in the first season, because I know that the second season was all shot on film, which is fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
And so expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive. But the
and
first,
unnecessary.
I mean,
honestly.
I love that shit.
Of course, me too.
Hardcore, like intentional stylistic decisions like that. I think that like we need more risks taken in the film industry and with, you know, bigger companies and shit. And like, that's why I respect HBO, because they
got the moolah.
They got the money, baby. It's all about the money. You know what I'm saying?
They got the money. Man.
I see the money. That's where I go. I go where
I
it's
just
green.
chase that cash, baby.
No, but they like,
Grass is always greener, baby.
you know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying?
So what I'm saying?
Stop talking.
Stop talking. No, dude, they like fully embrace and support the artistic vision of the filmmakers that they work with on their shows, especially. Like, always have. They like prioritize like the most artistic shit.
Yeah.
And like, that's so cool.
I love that. I will say Dominic, this isn't really a fucking spoiler. Dominic Fike's performance to Rue shouldn't have been in the film.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, you will. And
I'm not there yet.
it's like I fully understand what they were trying to accomplish, but it was just so on the nose in a cringy way. It's the like, I'm gonna play a song for you to tell you how I feel, and then he plays the whole song, and that's why it was tough, because it's like you already put Dominic Fike in this film, and it's hard to look past him being a musician because he's not an actor really, and I mean, at least as far as I know, and seeing him was like, I got over that. I was like, okay, whatever. They put Dominic Fike in here. He's actually doing a good job. You know, I know that they know he's in here, and they know that the audience knows, and that's a draw. And like that kind of rubs me the wrong way. But I got over that, and he did a great job, and I fucking loved him in it. And then, you know, here's what happens. They don't establish Dominic Fike's character as a musician, really. He noodles on the guitar twice as if it's any high schooler with a guitar, but literally maybe twice. It was not established that he's a musician.
No. They say that early on in the second episode, they say that he makes a lot of money like selling stems online.
Oh, I didn't hear that at all.
Oh yeah.
That makes a lot more sense, because by the time we get to this,
that dialogue tells us that, oh, he is a very talented musician, and he's
I
making
get that.
his money.
I didn't
and like he's actually making money off of it.
By the time we got to this point where we've seen him maybe touch a guitar for 2 seconds in the whole film, I didn't even remember that, or maybe I didn't hear it. And then it didn't, to me, I guess at that point, it didn't establish that he was a musician enough to warrant an entire song's performance to express how he's feeling to Rue. And I was just like, dude, this is a trope. And they did it the best I've ever seen it done, because it's never been cool. It's always been a cringe fest. And it was the least cringy version that I've ever seen. They shouldn't have done the whole song. If they had done 30 seconds of it, like he was just showing a little thing they wrote, but doing the whole song, repeating choruses and verses as songs do. But like, if the point was to get the message, the point was to get the message across. So you cut that shit in half.
I'm curious if he released that song.
I think he wrote it for the film.
Oh,
I would imagine.
Because I was thinking like,
it was very specific, like about their story and stuff.
Oh, I love you. You're played
It
by
was literally
Zendaya.
shit like that. It was like, him changed me.
Where are you?
Can we listen to it?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't know if it's copyrighted or not.
Oh, for sure it is.
Should we even bother?
Okay.
What? It's gonna make $6. Come on, we'll do it. Okay, I'm gonna play it through my phone. Just some of it. Dominic Fike.
Euphoria song.
Fike. Euphoria song comes up. And the song's not bad, but when you see this scene, you can actually watch the scene from me. Dominic Fike, Elliot song, HQ Euphoria original series. It's a good song. But...
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh, can we? This is nothing, you guys. Oh, yeah, sure. Play it.
Okay.
I've got no place building you a rocket up to outer space. I watch you fade, keeping the lights on in this forsaken place. Let's all start.
See, I actually fuck with that.
No, it's a,
I actually think that and again, it has to do
it's a
with
3-minute.
with earning things.
I don't feel like
As
they
a
earned
storyteller.
it, to be honest.
Okay, I haven't gotten to that part yet.
True. And
But-
I hope I'm wrong. I hope it was just a weird first time watch because I've watched things, not liked it, watched it again and been like, oh my God. But yeah, I was just, by the end of it, I was just like, by the third chorus, I'm like,
I don't know. I liked it.
You
but
didn't
just
even
from that little
see
clip.
it.
Well, I'll let you know when I
didn't
get
see
to that
too
part.
much of it. Is the other thing.
I'll let you know
saw-
when I get to that part in
You'll
the
let me know.
show. And
But
but
you'd like it in spite, so I don't trust you anymore.
no, man, I have better taste.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I got much better taste,
You
man.
don't have better taste.
My favorite movie, Transformers 3.
Ugh, that's my worst. Movie.
Transformers Trees.
That's my worst movie, dude.
You have no taste.
That's my worst.
My
Movie.
favorite director,
It's my worst movie I've ever made.
Michael Bagg.
Michael Bay is your favorite.
Michael Bagg. Yeah,
What
man.
is your favorite movie?
Of all time? Old Boy, This Is England, Goodfellas,
One movie.
Good Time.
One movie.
Probably Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
That's pretty good.
Honestly, that's a great movie.
Really.
That
good.
movie is insane.
I don't remember it.
It's the one where they're in like Louisiana or something, and there's like zombies.
Oh, and they're so slow.
Oh, and they're just so fucking
They're
stupid.
so incredible.
Can't even do math.
It was. I think I remember that one.
It was an animated one.
Was there a haunted house and stuff?
It's not one of the live action ones.
No, animated. Was it like a haunted house and they were outside and it's like foggy and shit?
That's probably every single Scooby-Doo episode.
No, it's not.
Was there a dog?
And they say, "Oh, I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those rotten kids." Yeah,
And there was a dog in it, right?
Yeah, and he has a fucking Shaggy snack.
Dude, it's so funny. Like in the live action ones with Matthew Lillard.
He kills it, though.
Dude, perfect casting. I love Matthew
Yuck.
Lillard. What a good fucking guy.
You know what I mean? Matthew Lillard playing Shaggy. Yuck.
Dude, Matthew Lillard playing Shaggy. Fat Albert.
Dude, Matthew Lillard playing Superman.
Fat Albert. His fucking, they play it so well because like obviously Shaggy is a fucking stoner, hardcore. And they with like the Scooby snacks in the bag, and they're like, "Hey, Snoopy, I got a fucking bag of Scooby snacks. Should we smoke them?" But then they literally make it like it's symbolism for like weed,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Snoopy, I'm really freaking out. I think I'm having a bad trip.
Because he's high.
He is, isn't he?
He's high like you. What?
Okay.
Dude, you trying to rush out of here?
Yeah, I really have a lot to do, actually.
No, you don't, dude.
I do. I have so much to
You're
do.
going to have 2 hours of sitting on your ass.
I would rather have that than be stressed.
You're not going to be stressed. What? We only did 20 minutes, dude.
I'm in no way, shape, or form trying to rush you guys out, but I do have to get going.
He's in no way or shape or form trying to rat you guys out.
But I
But he's
will.
gonna get
But I
going.
swear to God, I will tell on you.
He will tell on you.
Lauren's calling me.
Let her know she's on the pod, man.
Hey, babe, you're on the pod. What's up?
Thanks, man.
I'm on the podcast right now.
For
Yeah.
calling me babe.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Sorry, she's really just nervous.
He has her trained well.
Hey, babe, you're interrupting me. Forgiveness.
Forgiveness, sire.
Forgiveness?
No.
Will not be considered.
Will I will put you on trial. Figure out
Trial by combat.
trial by come. All right, James, get out of here, man. I'll hold down the fort.
Okay.
See you guys tonight if you're watching this.
Dude.
God damn
I just fucking farted. Thank you so much to everyone who supported this production of Three Kings. We couldn't have done this without you. I'm so excited
I
for
could have done
everyone
it
who's going to
without
be
you.
there. I'm so excited to share it with you finally, and everyone's going to be watching the virtual screening.
I could've
And
done it
everyone
without
else, stay tuned. You'll be able to see it.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you'll see it on the big screen. Maybe you won't.